In fact,
you've done all you can at this point.
we have done all we can with the resources that we have and within the system that we are operating under. We are clear-eyed about the challenges we are likely to face in the days and weeks ahead, and we are ready to meet them. We expected to see large numbers of encounters initially. We are already seeing high numbers of encounters in certain sectors. We prepared for this moment for almost 2 years, and our plan will deliver results. It will take time for those results to be fully realized, and it is essential that we all take this into account. Our efforts within the constraints of our broken immigration system are focused on ensuring that the process is safe, orderly, and humane, all while protecting our dedicated workforce and our communities. I want to be very clear. Our borders are not open. We are a nation of immigrants and a nation of laws. We are doing everything possible to enforce those laws in a safe, orderly, and humane way.
Have you had conversations in the last couple days or so with any foreign government officials ahead of this lifting?
The challenge that we are encountering at our southern border is by no means unique to the southern border of the United States. This president, President Biden, has rebuilt our refugee processing capabilities and has committed to a large number of refugee admissions to the United States. Our president, President Biden, has expanded lawful pathways for migrants like no other president past. And what we are doing is we are extending an outstretched arm of humanitarian relief to reach people.
But the southern border is not just Mexicans, it is Haitians, it's Africans, as we've seen, particularly with that issue with the Haitians being whipped with the reins or the horses. But what is there?
Well, let me just correct you right there, because actually the investigation concluded that the whipping did not occur.
I'm sorry, I saw it differently. They were whipped with something from the horse, reins from a horse. Maybe the video or the picture was fixed, but what I saw was totally different. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to leave you as corrected. President Biden has led the largest expansion of lawful pathways in decades. We are launching new and expanded family reunification parole processes for nationals of Colombia, Cuba, El Salvador, Guatemala, Haiti, and Honduras, and are increasing use of the CBP One mobile app for individuals to schedule appointments at our ports of entry. We are bolstering the capacity of local governments and NGOs. Last week, we announced the distribution of an additional $332 million to support communities along the southern border and in the interior of our country.
Thank you very much, Secretary Mayorkas. You talked about all the personnel that you're surging to the border. You didn't mention FEMA personnel, and the mayors and county judges in border towns that we've spoken to say that what they really need is not just FEMA dollars, but FEMA personnel themselves to house and feed these migrants as your department releases them. Why not send FEMA personnel to the border the way you would in any other emergency?
Well, the deployment of FEMA personnel is specific to a particular type of emergency, an emergent event. This is an ongoing challenge that, quite frankly, has vexed this country for decades because this country has been unable, Congress has been unable to pass immigration reform. We are expanding that CBP One app to reach as many as 1,000 people a day. And we are setting up regional processing centers throughout the region, working very closely with countries to the south, working with Colombia and others, and we expect to set up as many as 100 or more of those processing centers that will be open to people of all nationalities to obtain humanitarian relief.
Gotcha.